All right, so we don't mind giving that higher paycheck, but will it mean better performance? Are our MPs really willing to have their profession corporatized? Let's get straight into our panel tonight. And let me start this evening with Rahul Bajaj, as somebody who wears a corporate hat and a parliamentary hat. Mr. Bajaj, are you befuddled by this entire fuss over higher salaries?
Yes and no, Barkha, because including perks, even if they get 3.5 lakhs a month, in the hand, it's not more than 45,000 a month. I was getting 45,000 a month, including a salary of 16,000, some constituency allowance, etc., etc. Rest, I think, is a calculation of airfares and railway fares, etc., what you pay to somebody else who's an assistant of yours. So I think a 16,000 pay, even with some perks, anybody will say, especially after the 6th pay commission, even in the government, everybody gets more than 16,000 a month, and they also have some perks. So I don't think the question is of 16,000 going up to 50, 60 or even 80,000. One could argue, why was it so low for so many years? One could argue that, and that's the reason for a 3-fold or 4-fold hike. Let me make clear, I'm no longer a member of parliament, so I'm not going to benefit with that, and frankly, I don't need that money. So I'm trying to be as objective as I can. But accountability, performance, attendance, these matter. While attendance can be measured, accountability is not that easy to mention. The person is not even a minister. He's just a member of parliament. He says, I'm working in committees, I'm working in my constituency. So I have 2-3 suggestions to make. One, the government should, while increasing this and while bringing in the bill, because I think the timing has been wrong, inflation, Kashmir, Maoism, and 400 MPs being, I'm told, I didn't see it, I was in a meeting, but being in the Lok Sabha today, when normally in the afternoon not more than 50 or 60 MPs are present.
Right.
So it doesn't give to the Aam Aadmi, to the public, a good picture. And I think the Congress party is conscious of that, so they want everybody on board and not take the blame themselves. Left will not agree, and understandable their point of view.
But I think that's an important point you make, Mr. Bajaj.
I'm sure the MPs are also in favor.
You make two important points. One is about accountability. The other is about the timing. With Kashmir, Maoism, the Commonwealth scam. Yeah, I'll just come to you, Mr. Bajaj. I just want to get Abhishek Singhvi's... Mr. Bajaj, I'll just come back to you. If I can get Abhishek Singhvi in on this as well. Abhishek Singhvi, well, basically, it is your government's cabinet that has been divided on this decision for the very reasons that Rahul Bajaj is enlisting. That it seems insensitive that A, at a time when the country seems to be in a mess in so many different ways, MPs are giving themselves a big raise. And B, to Rahul Bajaj's point, that we actually saw a full house when it comes to giving yourself a raise. You know, how do you handle this conundrum?
Barkha, there are various aspects which you need to look into. Firstly, the timing. You must realize that this process started many months ago. A committee went into it. The committee made recommendations. The matter went to the cabinet. The cabinet itself deferred it. Then it is again arisen in parliament. Mr. Mukherjee, Pranab Mukherjee has made a statement. So it is not something that we today get up suddenly one fine morning and tomorrow the MPs pass for themselves a huge raise. Number two, another feeling of disgust by the public, oh, these are MPs passing laws for themselves. Well, unfortunately, today the only way to pass any law is through parliament. So MPs are bound to vote on a subject which affects them. A doctrine of necessity applies here.